swear, I didn't mean to do that. Hello and welcome back to Brickle. My name is Brittany, where today we are reviewing the latest addition to the Assassin's Creed universe, Valhalla. Assassin's Creed Valhalla puts the player into the shoes of Eivor Wolf-Kissed, a Viking from 873 AD who fuels her battle with vengeance from her parents' deaths. The character is largely customizable too, from tattoos to gender, and as I chose a female Eivor, those are the pronouns that I will use. So far, I've finished about 7% of the game, and I've tried to draw in as much of the gameplay as I could. Like previous games, Valhalla holds the tried staple of the assassin's leap of faith. There's treasure and armor across the land waiting to be found, and creatures to hunt for weapons upgrades. The new side games worth mentioning are the drinking games Flighting and Orlog. Flighting, a battle of not only rhythm and rhyme but also wit, and it increases your charisma and helps with character interactions. The drinking games are honestly a bit of a laugh, and they just simply require good timing, whereas Orlog, a dice game of luck and strategy, takes the cake as the top side game. It makes me think of Magic the Gathering, with the gods filling the roles of planeswalkers, and dice taking the place of your deck. Definitely a game I'd like to play in real life. Other new elements include building your town and alliances. To build your town, you have to raid monasteries. You can collect materials from your alliances, which come with their own quests. The story itself sucks you in, but I can't say it does this from the first cutscene. I knew from playing Origins that I needed to push through the tutorial chapter before I could really sink into this new world. And it wasn't until I actually reached England that I really felt the game had begun. This can be disappointing, but I also expected it. What I didn't expect were the awkward controls. While sneaking into camps or towns, I've noticed that the assassination option isn't always readily available as it was in Origins. It's gotten me into some difficult situations where I've gone in for the assassination and Eivor has instead done a light attack. So instead I've just found myself really relying on my bow. Looting in general is nowhere near as well developed as Origins either. While using Odin's Sight or the Eagle Vision, Valhalla's HUD uses arrows to point towards wealth or fire crackling. The fire notification has been useless and annoying. I haven't figured out how to turn it off. And I've found that the wealth tinkling points to everything you can interact with, from plants to seats. I'd prefer the loot to be labelled separately from the other interaction points, and that the fire notification just didn't exist at all. If you've figured out how to turn it off, please let me know in the comments. Although the graphics weren't at the standard I was expecting, let's be real, I think I was expecting a little too much from a game of this size, it actually doesn't mean that the landscape isn't beautiful. The change in terrain and the differences in the towns and across time, it just all creates some spectacular sceneries. Fast travel is still a great addition to the game, but it isn't so bad just to gallop between towns. From which I do need to bring up some glitches I have experienced. When you raid, you have your troop rushing in from the long ship towards the town alongside you. However, I've been running alone and have been followed by the sound of a running troop. Sometimes on horse, I hear another horse galloping. There's nothing there. But this and other glitches might come with the territory of playing such a large game on the PlayStation 4. But there are also intentional errors in the program. There are errors or shiny pixelated Tetris tiles that swap Eivor for Layla, the person who is actually inside the Animus. You're then presented with a light puzzle that stretches upwards. This and the vision puzzles that you complete as Eivor are incredibly fun. I love them! Assassin's Creed Valhalla is a wild mix of games, from building towns like Warcraft to light puzzles and mirrors like Uncharted. It takes some effort to push into the game and get past the strange issues with controls and glitches, but the story and environment, they just certainly make up for all of this. And you have to remember, this is a massive game, and I've heard it runs beautifully on the PlayStation 5. These glitches aren't enough to stop me wanting to play this and fall further into this beautiful world that Ubisoft has developed. The good truly outweighs the little things. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla gets 4.5 out of 5 from me. With that said, guys, I have given you my thoughts and rundown of Valhalla on my PlayStation 4. I want to hear your thoughts. Did you play as male Eivor or female Eivor? How are you finding the side games? And did you enjoy Orlog as much as I have? With that said, thank you so much for watching. My name is Brittany and you have been watching Brick Girl.